Most of us recycle the organic waste we collect from our gardens. This is known as garden waste. When we recycle our garden waste, it can be turned into compost that can be used by householders, farmers and growers to produce food, instead of using peat or artificial fertilisers. By doing this, we reduce our carbon emissions, which helps prevent climate change and reduce our reliance on peat-based compost, which when spread in fields or gardens creates carbon dioxide that adds to greenhouse gas levels and damages local wildlife. If we don't recycle our garden waste, its potential is lost forever. To avoid this, many councils collect garden waste either weekly or fortnightly, with a possible break during the winter months. And many of us recycle our garden waste using this service if we're not composting it at home. If your garden waste is collected by your local council, it's taken to a composting facility. It's sorted and screened, and anything that can't be composted is removed. The garden waste is then shredded and laid out in a long pile called a windrow to decompose into compost. Windrows are turned periodically to allow more oxygen to get into the mixture, which encourages the growth of bacteria and fungus, known as microorganisms, which speeds up the composting process. During this time, the waste reaches a temperature of around 60 degrees Celsius, which kills off any harmful pathogens, weeds and plant diseases. Once the mixture is completely broken down, the compost is then used by farmers and growers to produce food, as well as in parks and public gardens. Some may also be used as a soil conditioner in household gardens. A recycling fact: peat bogs are more effective at storing carbon dioxide than forests. By recycling your garden waste to create compost and reducing our reliance on peat-based compost, it allows natural peatland or peat bogs to remain as a storer of carbon dioxide, keeping it out of our environment. Remember, you can put all sorts of garden waste in your garden waste bag or bin to be recycled, including grass, leaves, plants, flowers, most weeds, shrub cuttings and hedge clippings. Please don't place any of the following in your bag or bin for garden waste: soil, stones, logs, invasive weeds such as Japanese knotweed, animal or human feces, or any garden furniture, whether plastic or wooden. These items can cause damage to garden waste processing equipment, which can prevent the recycling process working effectively. If you need to get rid of any soil, stones, logs or garden furniture, please take these to your local household waste recycling centre. If you need to get rid of any invasive weeds such as Japanese knotweed, you will need to arrange for a specialist contractor to collect this and dispose of it safely. Your local council may offer this service, so it's worth contacting them to check. If you need to get rid of any animal feces, that is pet poo or pet waste, please bag it, then place this in your rubbish bin. And if you've any pet bedding to get rid of, please contact your local council to find out if they accept this at your local household waste recycling centre, and if so, how they prefer you to package it before you arrive. If you need to find out if your local council collects your garden waste, find out when you should put out your garden waste to be collected, order a new garden waste bag or bin if these are supplied by your local council, sign up to receive a garden waste collection, or take your garden waste to a facility away from your home like a household waste recycling centre, visit your local council's website. Thank you for continuing to do the right thing and for doing your bit for the environment by recycling your garden waste. For more information about what you can and can't recycle where you live, visit recyclenow.com or your local council's website.